Hey there, my name is Anthony from Speedwork, and we help great companies get great customers using LinkedIn. So in this presentation, I'm going to walk you through the strategies we use and then tell you a little bit about how it works, and then we'll even go through some examples of client campaigns that are running now. So diving into it, if you're here, you're probably looking for help with your B2B marketing. Maybe your sales pipeline needs a boost, and you're considering LinkedIn. And LinkedIn's going to be a good fit for you if you are looking to target a specific type of professional. That's where LinkedIn really shines, because we can type in exact job titles, select specific industries, and get very targeted in that way. If you've tried other channels such as Facebook and Google and you're just not reaching the type of people you want to reach, maybe they're just not qualified, and most B2B businesses target a very, very specific part of the market. So that's where LinkedIn's great, is being able to let you target those people. And if you have an existing sales process and you can close leads and close new prospects coming in, then that's a good sign that we can quickly plug one of these campaigns into your business and into your sales team, and you can get some positive sales results out of that. So a lot of different ways to use LinkedIn. First one is LinkedIn Organic, and this is generating buzz on your existing profile and engaging your existing network. And this can be your profile, it can be your company page. Helps you build authority and establish thought leadership with an existing network. Number two is LinkedIn Messaging, and this is building your network. And this is kind of like an outbound sales approach, looking to generate leads and set meetings. And then finally, LinkedIn Ads, which is running ad campaigns on LinkedIn. A lot of different ad units and ad types we have access to, so we can build some pretty extensive and scalable campaigns that way. So why LinkedIn? If you're here, it's probably not a surprise, but LinkedIn's the biggest social network, biggest professional network out there with over 600 million people. I think this number is actually up to like 700 or 800 million now. And, it's really been accelerated over the last couple of years with COVID. Everyone's been forced online, and kind of the shift to digital has happened. So people are online more, they're comfortable using LinkedIn now. Traffic's increased a ton over the last couple of years. So a lot more people on there, people are used to using it. So it gives you a lot to work with there. LinkedIn's always one of the top-rated platforms for social network and especially lead generation. And this is compared to like Facebook and Twitter, and it makes sense. Facebook's for hanging out with your family. Twitter's kind of more for commentary and just lacks job titles and companies on there. So all that is on LinkedIn. And why is their data so good? It's because it's all self-input data into the platform. As a user gets on there, someone will create their personal profile, their list where they work, their job title, they'll select skills, select where they went to school, their degree, and then when they create a company page, they'll select what industry that company works in. They'll select their company size, and then they'll put in more information from there. So all that gives you a lot to work with in terms of like targeting options, and it's all user input. It's very up to date. It's very accurate. If you compare that with like data platforms out there, those ones kind of, they build these databases, but they're usually outdated because they're just building at different times, and this is user input. It's very up to date, very accurate info. So LinkedIn targeting, these are different targeting facets we often use. So number one is the company industry, company size, job title, function, seniority, and then getting really specific by layering in skills or interests and groups on top of that. Even on like a big corporate company, on a big team, there still could be lots of people with the same job title, but maybe there's a very specific one based on the skill that they have, that they work in HR benefits, or they are a JavaScript developer, not just a software developer. So getting very niche into who you want to target using different facets like that. So how does it work? First, messaging campaigns. This is where we're doing an outbound sales approach, and we're looking to strike up conversations at scale so that we're helping book appointments with qualified people. So, there's a lot of good byproducts that come out of this. We're looking to build your network, fill your pipeline. You'll start to see stats of how many people we're reaching out to, how many people are connecting, how many people are replying, how many people are turning into leads and setting meetings. You'll see all those stats flow through, and then we'll help with that process so that you're only spending time with the interested prospects. There's going to be a lot of conversations going on back and forth, and kind of a lot to manage. So we'll help make sure that we're passing along the good leads. And then, doing this at scale is really what makes it powerful. You can do it manually, and it kind of can be very time intensive because of that. So doing this at scale is really what makes it powerful. So we'll build these lists, we'll start outreach on LinkedIn, and then we'll even add in email follow-ups on top of that, because people check LinkedIn at different intervals. So maybe they've gotten a notification or gotten an email that you connected with them, but they check LinkedIn at different intervals. So having an email follow-up to them, directly to them, is very useful for kind of pinging them as that reminder, and maybe they then respond to that, or maybe they then go back onto LinkedIn to accept your connection. And that's what makes it effective. So next is ad campaigns. So these are ad campaigns that are going to run in the newsfeed. If you're starting on the smaller end, I often recommend start with a simple lead gen campaign, see what types of leads you can generate there to prove it out. Maybe start with a lead magnet offer. These lead forms are great because it'll autofill professional info there right off their profile, and you can capture some leads. So a good place to start if you're starting small. And then there's a lot of advanced stuff that we can do. So this is building out different stages of your funnel, and this is more of a demand generation approach if you get to this point. So maybe we start with different segments here. If you're starting small, maybe you're starting just with retargeting, maybe you're starting just with lead magnet offers, but then building out a whole demand gen funnel is building around different personas that you want to target, and then starting with your top of funnel content that you're going to offer, get them interested, start by talking to them, talking about their pain points, get them into your funnel. And then you can look at offering lead magnets, or once they've been to your website or check out your company page, then you can offer them a call or request a demo or free trial. And then once someone's interested or indicated interest, then it's often about educating them to the point where they have enough information, because in B2B, your offers tend to be a lot more complicated, more intensive, higher price points. People need to think about it. So, using ads, how can you educate that person on all the different benefits that you offer, maybe the guarantees you offer, how can you deal with objections? And it's just about educating somebody so they have all that information, and then either, then at that point they'll be ready to buy, or sometime when your business, when that need comes up in their business in the next couple months and your offer is top of mind with them because you've been retargeting them, that's when they're going to move forward and purchase. So this is kind of how the funnel works. Again, this is a pretty advanced structure, but this is what we can help you build out. So everything that you get with LinkedIn advertising campaigns, it starts with strategy. So choosing your target audiences and what the steps in the funnel are going to be. We can help advise, based on your ad budget level, based on your offer and audience, what those steps in the funnel could be. And then next is building out those ad campaigns. So we've run a whole bunch of ad campaigns. We've created thousands of ads. We know that the copy styles that work best there, the ad styles, the images that work best there. So whether you and your design team are going to provide elements of that, or if we're creating that from scratch, that's part of our package. And then expert account management. So we're in your account daily and weekly, doing ongoing tests and optimizations and doing performance analysis so that we can make the best recommendations for you. We see, tons of accounts, so we see these trends on the platform. We see what works, what doesn't, and then building out those retargeting ads there. We also build tools on top of the LinkedIn API, which allow us to pull even more data out of the platform than you can even get in Campaign Manager, which is very powerful because it lets us get even more data that lets us analyze performance at a deeper level. And that insight is how we make a lot of those optimizations. And then we'll build dashboards so you can see that same data. Super useful to see those demographic breakdowns, like what company size is doing best, what job title is doing best, and breaking that back out is how we can make adjustments. So what are the results that other businesses are getting? Starting with LinkedIn ads. So this is an IT software provider closing $35K in new business in the first couple months. This one's targeting IT teams. They offer software that builds on Microsoft IT tools. Lots of IT companies and then lots of IT teams at companies use Microsoft for their administrative purposes. So this is software for add-ons and things that help with that. So you can see the different job titles we targeted in the IT service management realm. Number 2 is an employee benefits platform that added $25K in new accounts in the first couple months. So in employee benefits, who's that HR person at a company who's managing benefits? There's skills and groups on LinkedIn for that, so we can target based on those options. And then this is an employee benefits platform that offers some cool new benefits that a lot of high tech or startup companies are looking for. This is a global corporate PR data platform. So this is on the big scale of things. Is when you're really pushing a lot of traffic to the platform, and we can build these funnels for you. Then you can see this platform is a data platform. They spent almost $800K in ads over the course of a year, and they made over $4 million in sales just from LinkedIn, and that was a 5.2x ROI to do that. So this is in the bigger scale of things. And then this company is an executive membership program that uses LinkedIn ads as their primary customer acquisition channel. We started working with them a couple of years ago when their ad budget was about $100K a month, and now it's up to $800K a month just from the success of LinkedIn ads. And then this one just kind of showcase that there's lots of different pockets of opportunity out there. It's always interesting to size up different segments. This one is targeting doctors and hospitals and different job titles at those hospitals. So if you're ever not unsure about an audience, reach out to me and I'm happy to kind of size up an audience and help look at job titles. That's an important first first step to take is like look at the audience size and look at what job titles are available in your market. So it's always interesting to see the different segments to work with. LinkedIn messaging. So these are the outreach campaigns. So reaching out to people. This is a PPE supplier during COVID, reaching out to hospitality and retailers and restaurants. You can see the different retail groups because we're looking to target franchises. So people that work at the groups and the general managers at those locations. So those are the people who are going to buy big bulk orders. An edtech software platform. This is targeting universities and different people at the university to offer them software for education. So you see associate directors and executive directors, enrollment, admissions, and stuff like that. This is real estate investing, so reaching out to investors or people who are interested in making investments. So you can see these different real estate investors. This is a real estate investments platform targeting investors and high net worth individuals. So you can see the different job titles here. An HR training platform, reaching out to different HR leaders. There's lots of people who work on like services that they offer to their employees in the HR department. So this is reaching out to offer employee training services to those HR people to offer to their companies. So those are some examples. Again, that's the strategy, how it works, some examples of campaigns. If you're interested in learning more or talking further about your business or offer, happy to size up audiences and stuff like that. You can learn more about us here. You can reach out to me this way or book a call, and then we can go from there. So thanks again.